She's here to end the scheme.
Social Security Administration, how can I help you?
Yeah, I need to speak to somebody. It's very urgent. I just got another text, the same text that I got a little bit ago about convict.
Let me check it on, miss. Can I have your first and your last name?
Penelope, Penelope, Bailey, Bailey.
Penelope Bailey?
No, Penelope Bailey, not Penelope. Penelope.
Oh, Penelope.
No, Penelope.
It's Penel.
Lope.
Yeah,
It's pronounced
Penelop.
Yeah, it's pronounced Penelope.
And Miss Penelope, can I have your social security number?
I can give you the last four. It's 1126.
1126, okay. And is this your cell phone number, which is 9457?
It is.
Let me just check it out while you are receiving this call. Please be on hold.
Thank you.
Thank you for holding the line, miss. As I can see that, Miss Penelope, the reason you were contacted today was to inform you regarding some legal enforcement action filed on your social security.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I stop you for a second? Can I stop you for 1 second before you continue? Since you can't pronounce my first name properly, can you please just call me Ms. Bailey? Thank you. I would appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you.
So, Miss Bailey, we have found many suspicious activities done on your social. So, may I know, did you receive any call from your local police department?
I did not.
Any mail from...
No.
Any suspicious mail?
No, I got this text that said that my profile was used for convict order, CANVICT. I don't know what a convict order is. Something about discontinued my S number?
Okay, Miss Bailey, do you have a piece of paper and pen so that you can write down some information?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, you have to write it down, your ID number. My ID number, it's 2609310.
All right.
And my full name will be Catherine. C like a Charlie, A like a Apple, T like a Tom, H like a Henry.
I can spell Catherine.
R like
I can spell Catherine. What's your last name?
No problem. It's WILL. It's L like a Larry. Then again L like a Larry. Then E like a Edward. Then T like a Texas.
Will it?
That's right, Catherine Willett. And Miss Bailey, I want you to write it down, your case ID number as well, which we have received it. It's D like a doctor, C like a Charlie, 7010.
DC 7010, okay?
That's right. Beside that, you have to write it down. That's your case ID number. Now I'll go ahead and read out the legal charge against your name. While I am speaking, please do not interrupt. You will be given a fair chance after I have done, okay?
All right, I'll make notes while you're talking then. Go ahead.
Yeah, you don't, it's not necessary because department will send you a mail in your mailing address.
Well, no, I'm going to write down what you're saying to me in case I need to address anything when you're done speaking. Go ahead.
No problem. Your social has been found suspicious for criminal activities in the state of Texas. May I know, have you ever been in the state of Texas before, Miss Bailey?
Yes, I have, many times. I was just there this past week.
The investigation was started when we found an abandoned car on the south border of Texas. The car contains some blood and drug residues inside it. Well, after investigations, we found that the car was rented under your name and on your personal social information. There are two addresses linked with the title of vehicle. The one address was in the city of Rowlett, which was raided by the U.S. Marshal. But unfortunately, there was no one inside the residence. And we did recover some amount of narcotics, which is an abusive drug in our country. $94,000 and 9 fake driving license which has been issued under your name. And miss, from financial institutions like Chase Bank, Bank of America, and US Bank. And entire the paperwork has your name on it, and thousands of dollars has been wired from this bank account. So, what you gonna say? Do you have any idea about it?
Am I allowed to speak now? You said I wasn't allowed to speak. I want to make sure I'm allowed to speak. Am I allowed to speak now?
Yeah, you were allowed to speak.
No, I don't know anything about this, and thank goodness none of those financial institutions are mine. It sounds like identity theft.
Yeah, it seems to me. But may I know, have you ever shared your information to any other third person before?
No, that's stupid. Why would anybody do that? But there are data breaches out there. Our social security number and all of our information is out there for everybody, for all these criminals to just get their hands on. It's not our fault though.
Yeah, but we have to be careful. May I know, have you ever lost your wallet before?
No, I have not. I'm very careful, but companies have had data breaches and been hacked, and our social security numbers and everything is out there now.
Okay. So, Miss Bailey, what is your intention towards this file, which is going to be executed when these lines get disconnected?
Okay, what is my intention? Well, it's obviously identity theft. I'm going to have to get that cleaned up, right?
That's right, but are you willing to cooperate with the department so I can help you further and transfer your call to who can handle your case file?
Well, yeah.
Well, right now, what can I do to help you? What is that?
Okay, how can I help you? How can I help you? What can I do?
No, I don't need your help. I just want you to cooperate with us.
Okay, I'm talking to you now.
Miss Bailey, please listen to me carefully. What can I do to help you out in this situation is that I will go ahead and fill up an SS verification form, which we can come to know that which accounts are your and identity that's being held by the imposter is under your name, so we can easily track them down. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I just want you to be honest with me. And Miss Bailey, you don't have to worry, because in this recording line, we are not going to ask you any of your personal information like your bank account number or your routing number or your credit card or debit card information. I'm not going to ask you that type of questions, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So please be honest with me. So my first question is that how many cars that has been registered under your name? Do you have any vehicles?
At the time, right now, I don't. My car was just totaled in an accident, and I'm in the process of getting a new car.
So right now, you don't have any car?
I don't. Not at the moment. I'm using Uber and lit ride shares and things like that until I get my new car, because I was just in a car accident.
And are you fine?
Well, thank you for asking. I've had some injuries, but they're working on, settling that. I might have to get a lawyer. I don't know. I was told I should get a lawyer because I was hit from behind, so.
And may I know, do you live on a rent or you have your own house?
I have my own house.
You have your own house, right? Okay. And how many banking institutions you are dealing with? Which bank?
Just one. I'm not a rich person. I don't have multiple bank accounts.
May I know the name of the bank?
Navy Federal Credit Union. It's not a bank.
Navy Federal Credit Union, right?
Right. It's not a bank. It's a credit union.
Yeah. And when was the last time you visited your local branch?
This past week I had to get some American Express traveler's checks for when I was traveling to Texas.
Did you notice any unusual payments of funds getting deducted from your account?
No, I check my bank account every single day.
You check your bank account, okay.
Hello?
And may I know, when did you make your last transaction?
I got gas in the rental car when I returned it. When I returned my rental car, I got gas in it so that I didn't get charged the surcharge, and that was yesterday when I got off the plane.
Yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And my last question is that after your last transaction, what was the left balance on your account? Any idea?
On my checking account?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up the app and look. 1 second.
No, we don't need any exact balance. We just need any approximate so that we can mention over there.
Well, I know it's over 2,000 in my checking, but that's my checking. That's not my savings or my 401k.
And what about savings? Any idea?
All right, well, let me open the app and I can look. I don't know for sure. I'd have to look.
Oh, no problem. You can take your time. You can open it.
Hold on.
And ma'am, can I ask you one more question? By yourself or with your families?
I don't understand why that matters.
Okay, no problem.
Hold on. I've got my app open. I can give you the exact amounts now. Checking is $2,309.41. And the savings is $24,698.67. I don't understand why you need to know how much money I have, though.
Because we have to mention over there. No problem. That's fine. You don't have to worry. We're not going to touch your account, okay? So don't worry. So now, miss, let me just go ahead and keep your social and your real assets under your observation, as well as I have to forward this verification form to the FTC, Treasury Department, so that they can start up with the investigation and start shutting down all the fake accounts that has been opened under your name. So please hold the line, Miss Bailey. I have to transfer this call to the senior officer to the U.S. Treasury Department, who is the authorized person in regard with your case. So before I transfer it, Miss Bailey, may I know, do you have your case ID number with you, which I have given to you before?
I do. I have it all right here.
No problem. Please be on hold. Let me transfer your call to the U.S. Treasury Department. Thank you, Miss Bailey.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, I'm here.
May I please speak to Miss Bailey?
This is Miss Bailey.
Okay. My name is Adam Peterson of the U.S. Marshal Services. You just got forwarded to me. May I please ask for your case ID number, please?
Yeah, I thought she was going to forward me to the FTC. It's DC 7010.
Okay, Miss Bailey. Did they explain to you why you were transferred?
Something about, something happening in Texas under my name.
Correct. Okay, so, what has been happening so far? The reason why you were transferred is because your Social Security was linked to multiple fraudulent accounts. We did a raid in El Paso, Texas, and we found a vehicle, a used Toyota Corolla. It was rented in your name. And also we did a raid around the same residence as well, and we retrieved 3 statements linked under your social bank accounts with multiple bank transactions, and there's a possible money laundering transaction with $1.4 million. Again, the reason why is because everything was just under your name, and it's a little suspicious. However, we have conducted background checks, so on and so forth. You aren't problematic. However, because of the situation and where the funds were being transferred through Mexico, Peru, so on and so forth, those are known for narcotics and child trafficking. And again, there were drugs and different paraphernalia that was retrieved as well when the raid was conducted. So,
okay, well, that's definitely identity theft. That's definitely identity theft.
Yeah, possibly correct, which is why you're transferred to the Marshal Services. We conduct a full investigation, but you do have a pending warrant because it is your name and your social that's linked to this. So there is a warrant pending for your arrest.
So, okay, I'm sorry. Victims of identity theft are being arrested now?
No, There's a lot of things that's linked to this. It's a federal investigation, unfortunately. It's not something local because the large sum of money that was transferred from account to account, and again, there's possible embezzlement charges, possible money laundering, possible child trafficking. So we're just looking into everything and seeing how best we may be able to resolve this matter.
Well, are you going to come and arrest me? You said there's a warrant for my arrest. Are you coming to arrest me, a victim?
There is a possible, there's a possibility that you may be the culprit. We aren't.
I am not the culprit. I am a victim of identity theft. I am not the culprit.
Correct. Which is why we're trying to verify everything now. This is why you were transferred to me, so that
Okay.
Firstly, do you happen to have a internet device, something that could carry you to the internet? Any platform, Google, Amazon, Mozilla, Firefox, anything of the sort, Safari?
Well, I have internet. Yeah, I have internet. Yeah, why?
Okay. Can you please just go to a search engine so that I can verify my identity firstly?
Hold on a second. I don't know how this is going to verify your identity. Go ahead.
Just type in Google, I guess.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Whichever search engine. No problem.
Hold on. I'm sorry. My Safari just froze up. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so just type in Adam, A-D-A-M,
Mm-hmm.
Peterson,
Peterson.
P-E-T-E-R-S-O-N.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. U.S. Marshals.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay, then just press enter after, and you should see the official U.S. government website,
Right.
USMarshalServices.gov.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so select that, click onto that link,
Hold on a second.
and then, no problem.
U.S. Marshals Service, headquarters contact.
Okay, and then you scroll down,
Mm-hmm.
and then there should be a directory list of individuals and the job they're assigned to. Then you should go down to Financial Services Division Point of Contact, and you should see A. Peterson, Assistant Director.
Mm-hmm. I do see that.
Okay, please, okay, so either screenshot or write that number down with my name as well and my title. I will contact you from that number, and then we will continue because I am on a cellular device at the moment. You were transferred to me. So that is my direct link to my office.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to contact you briefly, and then we'll continue to call from there and see how best we can resolve this matter.
All right.
So just give me a moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ma'am.
Just going to a website and saying that's me doesn't prove that that's him at all. This is ridiculously stupid.
Okay. So I've tried calling you a few times. I'm not sure what was happening. Did you receive my calls?
No, it's the first time I've gotten a call.
Okay. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, again, so the reason for my call is because of the items that were retrieved during the raids. Everything was linked back to your social, which is what we're trying to verify at the moment. And I understand it's frustrating, but most people in these cases is identity theft related.
Right.
Been to El Paso, Texas at all?
No, I just got back from Texas, Houston. I was there on vacation. I got back yesterday.
Okay. 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 So you have been there. Okay.
It's not the first time. I have family in Texas. I go there quite often.
Okay. Okay, I understand. All right, so I just would like to let you know so that you're informed that this call is being recorded and monitored. So you have been, but for vacation. Okay. Have you lost your wallet, anything at all recently? Or in the past 6 to 8 months?
No, there's been data breaches, and our social security numbers and everything are out there. I know you're aware of that. The data breaches have all of our information out there for criminals to just take.
Correct. Okay. Okay, so let me... All right. So in order for me to continue, what we have to do is verify which accounts are yours. But again, I would like to let you know that this call is being recorded and monitored. The reason for this call, as I stated, is because of the items and information that were retrieved during the raids. We did find a lot of transfers, 3 different accounts actually. There are 3 banks on file with huge sums. 1.4, almost 1.47 was transferred overseas, which again flagged your information.
$1.47 million?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have that kind of money. I'm not rich like that.
Yeah, 1,470,000 was about that. So yeah, so again, there has been a lot of identity theft, so on and so forth going on. Walmart, Amazon, different ways. When you're sick, hospitalized, a lot of things can happen. I've dealt with a lot of customers and clients, yeah, so there are 2 ways we can handle this. The first way is you can hire a federal attorney to help represent you in this matter until we figure out what the exact details of everything is, who's the culprit, how long these accounts been opened, where they were opened, who opened them. Well, we will do the investigation where the U.S. Marshal.
Well, I'm confused. I'm really confused as to how this could happen with my credit bureaus being frozen and with people monitoring my credit. I was never contacted about any of this.
You're right. I'm not quite sure. Again, from my end, I'm just doing what I'm told to do, honestly. I've been here in this field for a few years, but what we're trying to do right now is a federal investigation. So again, that could be the reason why they weren't notified, because it's on a federal level, and we have to investigate because it could be cartel related. We aren't sure, honestly. Money laundering is nothing small.
Right. Well, yeah, but my credit bureau being frozen should have prevented that. But go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, but again, we aren't sure. We aren't sure when these accounts were opened. So I'm not sure when you froze your accounts. Your credit bureau, they froze your.
Well, when did this activity start? When did this activity start?
We aren't sure. This is the reason for the call. That's why we're trying to figure out. So we just need to verify which accounts are yours, which accounts aren't yours, and those accounts that you claim aren't yours will be the accounts that we freeze, and then we start the investigation from there. The accounts that you claim are yours, you have to validate with the U.S. Treasury Department and the Marshal Services, and then from there.
Well, validate. I'm on Social Security disability, so that they can verify my income.
Yeah, it's not that simple. It's not that. There's a little more process to it. So, again, as I was trying to state to you, what can happen in this case, what we do from this point forth is you can either hire a federal attorney, which at that point you will be extradited to Texas, and then you will be fingerprinted and,
Okay, I can't be, okay, I have congestive heart failure. I can't be extradited anywhere. I'm sick.
Just let me explain how the process works, and then once I'm done, and then you can let me know everything else. So that's the first step. What usually happens, we give 2 options in this case. You can hire an attorney. You will be extradited to Texas, at which point your attorney could state whatever your medical issues are, complications are, and going from there, you will have to post bond. Federal attorney with this matter may cost about $100,000 to $150,000 US, non-refundable, obviously. And then that's the first case. All your assets, anything that's linked to your social, will be suspended. Everything will be seized until this matter is resolved.
I can't believe that victims of identity theft are being treated like this, especially me when I'm sick.
Please, let me break everything down to. It's just a general
A
step.
script.
What usually happens. It's just generally what usually happens. So that's the first choice. The second option is something called an ADR, which is an alternative dispute resolution, which the Marshal Services become an arbitrator. We are the middlemen that represent you in this case because, again, you have a warrant pending. And in order for us to continue, You have to comply with the ADR, or you let me know that you would like to continue with a federal attorney.
What's the ADR?
Alternative Dispute Resolution.
And how does that work? How does that work?
Okay, so what we do, we represent you in this matter. We have to validate which accounts are yours, because there are 4 accounts listed here on file right now. I have to go back in the system, pull everything up, but there are 4 accounts listed here. Again, there was a huge transaction, $1,470,000. All that, some going Panama, Peru, Mexico. So those are drug smuggling countries. Countries also that do conduct child kidnapping. So there's a lot of things going there. I can't really disclose everything right now until everything is thoroughly investigated. But the ADR works in the sense that we have to verify which accounts are yours. Again, how long they've been open, where your source of income come from. If there's anything fishy, pretty much, we dive deep into each account and verify which accounts, and we link everything together and go on. So from that point, we verify who opened your account, when they were opened, where they were opened, how many transactions. We request any CCTV footages. So we verify everything pretty much that's linked to your social. So if you are receiving benefits, you will continue receiving your benefits. However, your Social Security number will be changed by the SSA, the Social Security Administration. They will be notified from the Marshal Services, and you will receive all the necessary documentation. Any CD accounts that you may have will be changed as well. Any IRA investments, anything you have that's linked to your social will be changed.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Now, okay, if I have to change my Social Security number, that means I have to go into the office.
What I'm letting you know, we will help you with all that, man, because it's a federal entity as well. So we'll just notify them. It will not be a hard process for you. You will receive we will fax them.
Well, Social Security said that you have to come into the office now and provide proof of identity, including your birth certificate and your passport and all that now, because the rules were changed to verify your identity.
Yes. Again, this is coming from the Marshal Services as well as a federal entity, so we will be able to help with all the necessary changes. This is what we do in cases of extreme identity theft, aggravated identity theft. This is what we try to do as well. And keep in mind, we do help with hostages. We do a lot. So I can't really disclose too much, but we do a lot. Victim witnesses, relocation. We do a lot. Because I have seen a lot in this line of work. So again, what I'm trying to do right now is verify. So if we have to do that, we have to change your social. Any accounts, anything that's tied to your current social will be changed. You will receive new documentation, and then that's the second step of the ADR. There's an NDA involved with the ADR, which is a non-disclosure agreement. You cannot confide or speak to anyone about this until your warrant is dropped, which may take a week and a half for your warrant to be dropped. Again, there's a pending warrant. I have to speak to the prosecutor, and they...
Well, I don't think you were told. I was in a car accident. My car was totaled, so I'm going to have my daughter take me to wherever it is, the Social Security office or wherever that is that I need to go.
That is not anytime soon. That'll be almost... we have to get to the first few steps first. So what I need to do, again, you can't even speak to your daughter about this until everything is complete.
Well, then I can't comply because my daughter needs to take me where I need to go because I don't have a vehicle right now. So that's a problem.
Okay. Are you not able to take an Uber?
I don't understand why. Okay, I'm on Social Security disability. Ubers are expensive. My daughter can take me for free.
Again, she cannot be in the know of...
Why? Why can't I tell my own child? Why can't I tell my own child?
It's a non-disclosure agreement.
I didn't sign an NDA. I know what an NDA is. I signed one. I signed an NDA. You have to sign them. And I didn't sign any NDA.
Correct. Again, if you would like to comply with the ADR, the NDA comes attached with the ADR.
Okay, so you're going to send me an NDA to sign? You're going to send me an NDA to sign? Because that's the only way you can enforce it is if I sign it.
Again, this is a federal
Right.
investigation. The calls
Right.
are being recorded and
Mm-hmm.
monitored, which is why I stated that multiple times. So if you would like to continue with the ADR, you have to agree first.
All right, well then send me the
from there,
NDA so I can sign it. Because I have to be able to sign an NDA for it to be valid. If they can, you can't just do it over the phone. That's not how NDAs work.
I'm simply enforcing my job. And
Okay.
trying to get to the next step and the next point.
All right. Well, would you like my email so you can send me the DocuSign for the NDA?
Okay, one moment, please. Please send me your email.
P as in Paul, gmail.com. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. Let me grab everything together and then I will email you. And then I'll contact you after.
So you're going to send me an email with the NDA?
Correct.
Okay. Do you need me to hold?
No, I'll contact you in a moment. As soon as I'm done, I'll call you back.
Oh, all right. All right.
All right, one moment.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe they don't understand that you actually have to sign an NDA for it to be valid. The only reason they're telling you that it's non-disclosure and they don't tell your kid, don't tell anybody because they don't want you to tell anybody because those people will warn you that you're being scammed.